Hey, this will be a video chart on WAMUQ, Washington Mutual Incorporated. This is going to be a real quick one, but I want to get it updated because the chart's been pretty darn impressive actually the past few days. But there's a few kind of still things you got to watch out for, and that's kind of what I want to go over in today's video. But if you remember, the last time I did it was after this big bearish engulfing day, and I talked about how the bulls were pretty much going to have to really dig in and how the odds were against them, and bluntly, things just were not looking good for the Bulls at all. Well, to my surprise, you can see that they put up a good fight and have been now making a higher lows. Will this last? I don't know. I'll talk about that in a few minutes here. Um, but I gotta say, very impressive after such a big downwards day. I mean, like I pointed out, huge volume, and then you can just see that there's a huge sell-off here. And I really didn't think there was much of a chance that the Bulls could, fight this off. I thought that for sure the price was going to at least come down here and test, this previous low from back here, but that has not been the case. And we've actually had green 2 days in a row now. So, if I was a betting man, I would have definitely lost that bet because I had would have never thought that the Bulls could have made such an impressive move here. But this kind of brings me to the next point, and this is what'll make the rest of this week and then next week very important. Is the question that you should be asking yourself from a charting perspective is this kind of just like a last gasp type thing? Meaning, if you picture somebody out in the water and they're trying to keep their head above water, this might be a big dunk, and then they come up for a couple last breaths. And is that what this is? Is this got more behind it than what we're seeing, or is this just going to be kind of like a little almost miniature thing where it gets people hopes up and then only to have them crushed? If you ask me, I don't know. I was already wrong with after this day, but it's a legitimate question you should be asking yourself is and keeping an eye on is this for real, or is this just a couple day almost like a little dead cat bounce here? There's going to be a real kind of, I don't want to say easy, but two different ways you can kind of measure it, or you can combine to see if there's any really sort of substance behind this. The past 2 days. The first is this line right here. This is the 50-day simple moving average, and you can see today the price was just knocked down by it. So that would be the first thing to do. Keep your eye on this. Can the price get above there and close above it? If it can, then that's one little kind of clue that what, maybe this move is got some strength behind it. The other one that I'm gonna kind of be keeping my eye on is this high from let's see what day that was on. This high right here on December 2nd. So I'm going to make this just kind of an odd color just to represent that it's kind of one of these things where if the price can get above there and start to close as above, then that's something that's showing okay, maybe there is some true strength behind here. But I guess in a nutshell, what I'm saying right now is I don't buy it. I still haven't seen enough true strength to make me believe that there's actually genuine bullishness behind this. This could just be a knee-jerk reaction before another plunge down. I hope not. I hope it keeps going up. But my opinion, which I'm getting a bunch of questions for, is there's still a lot of work to be done. Yes, this is good, and yes, it's defied the odds as far as I'm concerned in terms of fighting off this big red day. But it's still got resistances it needs to get above, and the first one that's going to start off with is this line here, which, like I said, is the 50-day simple moving average. The other thing to keep your eyes on now is this trend line here. You can see that it's actually, because this low was higher than this one, it's allowed us to draw this trend line. So this will be another little area that you'll want to watch and keep an eye on for. If it falls back down but stays above this trend line before heading back up, that would still be fine because it's maintaining this trend line. So just because a red day happens, that's not the end of the world, but it does really matter on where it how far it goes down and so forth. And the last update was I just want to change this to green because this resistance has been converted back into support. So now we do have these two support areas here, but I think the key support for me that I'll be watching is this blue uptrend line right there. So overall, let's see if this move can keep going up, if there's any true strength behind it. And like I said, for the last time, this 50-day simple moving average will be a great first kind of test to see what sort of strength is behind this move right now. If there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, You'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews, and with your subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, and all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is everything's free, so it's worth at least signing up and checking out. One more time, this was WAMUQ. Thanks for listening.